Greetings, Elder Blacklight. Now I want to know, those of you who are Christians and say Jesus is Lord, do you consider him a righteous brother? Or if you believe in Jesus as being God, do you believe he is a righteous God? You don't hear people talking about that word righteous. They don't classify themselves as righteous no more, because there's been negative connotations about that word righteous. People have been accused of being self-righteous, because only God's supposed to make you righteous. That's true when you follow his instructions, when you do the will of a righteous God, that will make you righteous. When you imitate the actions of a righteous God, you say, well, we're not God. We can't be God. We can't be righteous. Yes, you can. You was born in righteousness. You followed the will to be born, which means the principles, statutes, and the laws and the process of being born. So your enemy figured out a way to take you off your righteous path by seducing your mothers, because your mother is feeding you wisdom while you're in the womb. And that whole process that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was talking about, coming from triple darkness, because actually you're inside out. You come inside triple darkness, and then you go outside to the light. You expose to the eyes of the population. But when you're in your mother's womb, you're hidden. You're hidden in your mother's womb. Thoughts, ideas, before they become actions, they are first thoughts. Worlds are being created inside the black hole. Inside that black hole is universes. So you compare that to the woman. So if the enemy could deceive your mother, because she's the first teacher, then when you're born, where you going to get your instruction from? Your mother becomes your God. And your instructions becomes the will of your mother, and you become whatever your mother puts in you at birth, whatever knowledge she gets. And if she getting that knowledge from the devil, from the enemy, well, you're going to be an imitation of the devil in the devil's world. Because the idea of this world that we're living in came strictly from your enemy, the Caucasian, aka devil. He founded this country on violence and deception. So now it's going to end on violence and deception. So we right here in Revelations, and it's the duty of a Muslim to want for his brother and sister what he wants for himself. It's his duty to civilize the uncivilized. And if he fails at his duty, which he gave his word that he will perform, you're permitted to take his life. Now let's read this right quick, because time is running fast. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword, and did live. 15. And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, which rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive the mark of their right hand or in their foreheads. Let's stop it right there.
Or sell, save that he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom.
Now, this is where we at now, at this point in time. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or in the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath the understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That tells you right there, it's a man. You know, the beast is a man. The characterization of the beast is always put on the man. Whatever, if you're a snake by character, you know, they call you a snake, and so forth.
Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The Revelation, chapter 14. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written on their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harp.
Let's stop it. Right here we're talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Those who changed their name to an Islamic name and refer to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as the Lamb. Alright? In order to walk the straight and narrow and to be righteous, you first got to think right. Then you got to talk right. You know, and then you got to walk right. Then you got to be right. And you only get that by the straight and narrow. To be continued. Assalamu alaikum.